Well, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric, my co-host Mr. Brody here, playing another game from the 1978 Red Sox replay, second game after the All-Star break. And I was just looking at the Red Sox record. They have the box score, team summary. And the Red Sox have won 7 in a row after having a pretty subpar June. They've rattled off 7 games in a row. This is a game from July 14th of 1978, Game 2 against the Texas Rangers with, as you can see, Mikee Torrez going on for the Red Sox against an ex-Red Sox, Fergie Jenkins. So a good pitching matchup here. So the Red Sox will go for 8 in a row and see if they can continue their winning ways here. So without further ado, Mr. Brody is here. Let's get this game underway.
Welcome to the stadium for today's ball game.
So alrighty, play ball. So I was just looking at the box score at Baseball Reference, and Mikee Torrez had an 11-5 record coming into this game. He's 11-2 in the replay so far, so doing a bit better as far as not getting as many losses, a few more no decisions. And this season is starting to unfold now, especially after the All-Star break, kind of like a story. You find it's the good points about the Red Sox, definitely their offense. Their bad points about their defense, third baseman Butch Hobson, as well as their bench and bullpen overall. So definitely seeing some starting pitching has been pretty good so far, at least through Torrez and Eckersley. Everyone else has either been subpar or average. So they definitely do have some weaknesses, which definitely are starting to play out here. So it shows this is a good simulation when you can point out some strengths and weaknesses that are similar to the actual season. Was kind of blinded, I guess, by the team back in '78. I was 11 years old, and it was kind of just like a team that I wanted to win. So I didn't really see a lot of kind of ignored a lot of their weaknesses. Other than, some of them, which I knew, which with Bob Stanley in particular, and some of their starting pitching and bullpen, as well as Butch Hobson. Of course, that's kind of hard to not see his bad defense. But some of the little subtleties too, seeing some of those things, and seeing some of the aging veterans like Scott and Yastrzemski, especially Scott, did not have as good a year in '78 as he did in '77. Didn't play quite as much, but they definitely had some strengths as well as some weaknesses. But anyway, so the Red Sox are going for their 8th win in a row today. They'll be facing the Texas Rangers, and Mikee Torrez on the mound. Again, we said 11-2 record, 2.92 ERA, 130 innings pitched so far, 118 hits allowed. So he's actually been better overall as far as allowing less hits than innings pitched on the season. He did light up, as you can see, 272 hits in those 250 innings. So if he keeps up this pace, that should help the Red Sox. He should be able to, in fact, he's on a pace to win 20 games, it looks like, approximately. So that would be kind of cool if we can get a 20-game winner out of Torrez. Possibly even with Eckersley too. But we'll see. So 46 innings pitched, 67 strikeouts, and 9 home runs allowed. So for the visiting Texas Rangers, the lineup is as follows. Bobby Bonds, the right fielder, will bat first. Juan Benitez, the ex-Red Sox, playing center field, bat second. Behind the plate, batting third is Jim Sundberg. Al Oliver is the DH today, batting cleanup. The left fielder, Richie Zisk, will bat fifth. Mike Cargo, the first baseman, bats sixth. Third baseman, Toby Harrah, bats seventh. Bump Wills, the second baseman, bats eighth. And Bert Campaneris, the shortstop, will round it out and bat ninth. So the Red Sox defense is pretty normal, except for the left side. As you can see, Brohammer has been playing lately. Butch Hobson's been out for quite a while. I want to say at least a week. So he might have had some kind of injury during the 78 season. I can't remember. But he's been out. He's not even. I don't think he's even on the roster right now. So he must have be on the DL, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Frank Duffy is getting another start at shortstop. Rick Burleson, I believe, just has the day off, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. And the rest of the Red Sox defense is excellent. And all regulars there. And in fact, you can see there's 4 starters that have a range of 1, which is excellent. So, all right. So, Mikee Torrez gets the ball on the hill. Looks in for the sign from Fisk. Bonds is in the box. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it's going to be off the 4 column of Torrez. And that's going to be a ground ball to Duffy, which he is definitely a liability at shortstop. I think his error rating might even be higher than Butch Hobson, so that isn't necessarily a good thing. So he gets in front of it, and he will make the play. So Duffy is able to handle it cleanly over to Scott for out number 1. Alright, so that'll bring up Juan Benitez. Juan Benitez, and we didn't go over Bobby Bonds' average, but you could see it. But anyway, Juan Benitez hitting .268 with 6 homers and 26 runs batted in. Torrez looks in for the sign. Corners are playing in against Benitez. So Brohammer and Scott will play in. So Torrez looks in for the sign from Fisk. Here's the windup in the pitch. And he's going to get a good pitch to hit here. It's going to be off of his 2 column. And that'll be single up the middle. So 1 out base runner. First base runner for Texas. So there's a 1 out single by Benitez. So that'll bring up Jim Sundberg. Jim Sundberg so far is hitting .264 with 4 homers and 35 runs batted in. Scott holding Benitez on at first. It's going to be off of Torres' 4 column. So it'll be a ground ball back to the pitcher. Kenny turn 2, back to second for 1, back to first. Not in time as Sundberg beats it out. But they do get the lead runner on the fielder's choice. Sundberg reaches. So runners on. So just the runner on first now with 2 down for Al Oliver. He's hitting .346 on the season with 7 homers and 34 runs batted in. And it's going to be off the 6th column of Torrez. And that could go. It's going to go straight away to center field. And it's going to be, looks like it's going to be high up off the wall as Lynn fields it. And let's see here. Sundberg is going to try to score. And I think we're going to try to get him out. We get a 40% chance. So we're going to try to throw for the lead runner here. And we're going to let it go through for a play at home. So Lynn gets the ball. Sundberg rounding third. Lynn fires for home. Fisk ready. Blocking the plate. And Sundberg is gunned down by Lynn for out number 3. So an excellent play by Lynn. Gets Sundberg out at home. So that'll do it for the Rangers. As Freddie Lynn guns down Sundberg trying to come home, score all the way from first. So ahead to the bottom of the first with Texas nothing. The Red Sox coming up. Next, Red Sox Fergie Jenkins on the mound. He's got a record of 10-4 in the season with a 2.02 ERA, so performing even better than he did in the actual season. He was 18-8 with a 3.04, so he's got an ERA of 1 run less than he did all of the season in 78. So he's on a pace to possibly win 20. 120 innings pitched, 89 hits allowed, 16 walks and 81 strikeouts, and has surrendered 11 homers. So the Red Sox lineup is as follows. Jerry Remy, the second baseman, will lead it off, followed by the third baseman Jack Brohammer. Jim Rice, the DH, will bat third. Batting cleanup is the captain Kyle Yastrzemski. Playing left field, I don't know if I said that. Behind the plate, Carlton Fisk batting fifth in his usual spot. Center fielder Fred Lynn will bat sixth. George Scott, the first baseman, bats seventh. Dwight Evans, the right fielder, bats eighth. And Frank Duffy, the shortstop today, getting a start for Burleson, will bat ninth. So Jerry Remy steps into the box. He's hitting an even 300 with 2 homers and 26 runs batted in. Corners are playing in. Jenkins looks in for the side from Sundberg. Here's the windup and the pitch off the 3 column. That'll be a line out to Hara. So Remy is retired. Next up, Jack Brohammer hitting 286 with 12 runs batted in. Here's the pitch by Jenkins. And that'll be a ground ball to third. So Hara's up with it over to Hargrove for out number 2. So 2 quick outs in the Red Sox first. Brings up Jim Rice. Jim Rice is hitting .315, which is what he hit on the season, with 26 homers and 71 runs batted in. And I think he's still close to on a pace to hit 50. 50 homers on the season. Definitely right where he should be for his RBI total. So Jenkins looks in for the sign from Sundberg. Here's the windup and the pitch to Rice. And that's going to be off of his 3 column. And he'll line up to Harris. So Harris had a busy first inning, as he has a part in all 3 outs. So after 1 full, no score. So it'll be Zisk, Hargrove, and Hara up against Torrez here in the second. Zisk's hitting .260 with 14 homers and 63 runs batted in. So his RBI total is on a pace a lot higher than he did in the actual season. Home run total about where it should be. And average almost right on at .260. So it's going to be off the 3 column of Zisk. And that will be a strikeout looking. So Torres gets his first K of the day. So 1 down now for Mike Hargrove. Hargrove hitting .266 on the season with 3 homers and 25 runs batted in. And it's going to be off of his 1 column. And he'll draw a walk. So 1 out base runner here in the second for Texas. Brings up Toby Hara. Toby Hara hitting .231 on the season with 4 homers and 38 runs batted in. RBIs where it should be. The home run's a little bit low for this point of the season. Here's the windup and the pitch, and he'll get a good pitch to hit off of Torres' 6th column. And that's going to be a range check on Lynn. He should handle this one, no problem. And Lynn will handle that for out number 2. So 2 outs in the Texas second. For Bump Wills, number 8 hitter, he's hitting .258 on the season with 4 homers and 28 runs batted in. Pretty close to where he should be for his numbers. And he'll strike out. And that'll do it for Texas there in the second. So after 1.5, no score. So it'll be Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Lynn for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the second against Jenkins. Yastrzemski's hitting .285 on the season with 8 homers and 37 runs batted in. Pretty close to where he should be on the season. It's going to be off the 4 column of Jenkins, and that's going to be a ground ball to Campaneris at short. He's a 3 range. So 1-4 will be a hit. And Campaneris is able to get in front of it. And he'll fire it over to Hargrove for out number 1. So Yastrzemski is retired. Let's check out some scores from the American League. Baltimore ahead of Minnesota 2-0. McGregor and Zahn dueling. Milwaukee ahead of Kansas City 2-0. Milwaukee, I believe, is currently in second place in the AL. Ogilvy has hit his 8th home run from Milwaukee. Yankees are ahead of the White Sox 2-0. Yankees currently in third place in the AL East. Guidry battling Kravik. Toronto and California tied at 1. Jefferson and Ryan dueling. Cleveland and Oakland are scoreless. And Seattle with the lead over Detroit 3-0. Honeycutt comfortably ahead for Seattle. And we're scoreless in this game. So 1 down now for Fisk. Fisk hitting .325 on the season. Hitting about 40 points higher than his actual average on the season. 12 homers and 48 runs batted in. And it's going to be off of the 4 column of Jenkins. And that's going to be a ground ball to Wills at second. He's a 3 range. So 1-4 will be a hit. So we'll get in front of it. And he'll make the play over to Hargrove for out number 2. So 2 down now, and the base is empty for Fred Lynn. Fred Lynn's hitting .276 on the season with 17 homers and 56 runs batted in. Whoop, excuse us. Screensaver on the other computer. No thunderstorms in the area. Not this time of the year, anyway. So, alright, so 2 outs for for Lynn. Like I said, Lynn is on a pace to hit. I think he's still on a pace to hit about 30 home runs, maybe a little shy of that, but definitely higher than his 22 home run total, only 5 away from that, with still over 200 at-bats left, so he should be able to shatter that, no problem. So Jenkins looks in for the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch, and Lynn's going to get a chance to hit one out. Let's see what he can do with it. And this one's going to be close to going out, but it's going to be high off the wall as Benitez fields it, and Lynn will be on with a 2-out double. So a runner in scoring position now for George Scott. The Boomer is hitting .260 on the season with 7 homers and 25 runs batted in. And it's going to be off the 4 column of Jenkins. And he will strike out looking to end the inning. So the Red Sox can't do anything with a 2-out double. And after 2 fulls, still no score. So Campaneris will lead it off. He's hitting .242 on the season with a homer and 18 runs batted in. Already has more RBIs than he did on the actual season. It's going to be off the 4 column. And that'll be a fly ball to Lynn in center. He's under it and he'll make the catch for out number 1. And actually, a little tougher than it looked like it. He actually had to dive for that one. So top of the order, Bond's up now. He grounded out his first time up. And he's going to ground one back to Torrez. Torrez is a 3 range check. So he'll get in front of it. And he'll fire over to Scott for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down for Juan Benitez, singled his first time up. And this would be a ground ball to Duffy. Another range check on Duffy. With Burleson, it's pretty much automatic. And that would have been an out with Burleson, but Duffy is unable to get to it, and he's going to commit an error, so the runner will come all the way to third on a single and a 2-base error by Duffy as he throws it wild. So Campaneris at 90 feet away from a run. Texas on 90 feet away from scoring. With Jim Sundberg coming up. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. Torrez looks in. Oh, and he's going to get a good one to hit here. So this could put Texas on the board. And it will, as it shoots between Lynn and Yastrzemski all the way to the wall. Benitez will easily score. And Sundberg will be on with an RBI double. So Texas takes a 1-0 lead here in the third. Sundberg at second for Al Oliver. He doubled his first time up. And this time he'll ground out to Scott. He'll take it to the bag himself for out number 3. So after 2.5, Texas now leads at 1-0. So Jenkins with a lead now. He'll face Evans, Duffy, and Remy. Evans hitting .275 on the season with 13 homers and 47 runs batted in. And Evans will strike out looking for out number 1. Jenkins with the second K of the day. So Frank Duffy up now. Duffy's made the most of his playing time as he's hitting .354 in the season with 9 runs batted in. And he'll get a decent pitch to hit here. Let's see if he can do anything with it. And he cannot as he strikes out swinging. So 2 quick outs for the Red Sox here in the third. For Remy, who lined out his first time up. And he'll get a 2-out single as he hits it one past Hargrove. And I don't think Remy's going to try to steal as Sundberg isn't got an excellent arm at a -4 there. So I think we're going to hold tight with Remy for now. So Brohammer up now, grounded out his first time up. And he'll get under one and pop it up to Hargrove. We'll make the easy catch for out number 3. So after 3 full, it's 1-0 Texas. Zisco lead it off for Texas here in the fourth. He struck out his first time up. And this time he'll draw a walk. So leadoff runner is on for Texas here in the fourth, already up 1-0. So Hargrove, who walked, will be up now. Corners are playing in. Expecting a possible bunt by Hargrove. And it's going to be a hit run instead as it's hit to Remy. Barehands it over to first. So Zisco move into scoring position. Works the same way as a bunt there. Check out the scores again. Milwaukee in front of Minnesota 3-0. Baltimore in front of Minnesota 3-0. Milwaukee has increased their lead again over Kansas City now 4-0. Lascano has hit his 10th home run for Milwaukee. Yankees over the White Sox 3-0. Toronto now leads California 4-1. Cleveland leads Oakland 1-0. Wise and Keogh dueling. And Seattle's in front of Detroit 3-0. So Hara up now with a runner in scoring position and 1 down. He flew out his first time up. And he'll ground one to Duffy. Spins on the first as Zisk holds put at second base. So Will's up now with a runner on scoring position and 2 down. Struck out his first time up. And he's going to ground one to Remy. Up with it over to Scott, and that'll do it. So after 3.5, it's Texas 1 and Boston 0. So Rice will lead it off for the Red Sox here in the fourth. He lined out his first time up. And he's going to line one out to Campaneris for out number 1 of the fourth. Excuse me. So that'll bring up Yastrzemski. He grounded out his first time up. It's going to be off his 1 column. And that'll be a ground out to Willis for out number 2. So Fisk up now with bases empty and 2 down. Grounded out his first time up, and this should be an easy out. As Wills is up with it over to Hargrove, and the Red Sox go 1-2-3 in the fourth. So So after 4 fullets, the Red Sox trail by 1. Campaneris will lead it off. He flew out his first time up, back in the 3rd. And this time he'll foul out to Fisk for out number 1. So that'll bring up the top of the order in Bonds. He's grounded out twice so far. And he'll fly out to Lynn in center, as Lynn circles under it for out number 2. So that'll bring up Benitez. He's singled twice, scored once. The only Texas run of the day. The only run for either team, actually. And he'll line out to Duffy to end the inning. So halfway home, it's 1-0 Texas. So Lynn up now. He reached on a double his first time up. One of only 2 hits against Jenkins so far. And it's going to be a range check on Sundberg. Looks like he's going to pop up the Sundberg. He'll make the catch in fair territory for out number 1. So Scott up now, strikeout victim his first time up. Fouls one back out of play. Back in the box. And this time he will fly it high to center. Benitez ranges to the right, reaches up, and takes it for the easy out. 2 down now for Evans. Struck out his first time up. And this time he'll line out to Hara. Makes the catch right on the line for out number 3. So after 5, it's the Rangers 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Torrez back on the mound. 68 pitches through 5 innings of work. He's pitched pretty well himself, allowing just the 1 run. So Sundberg up now. He's got the only RBI of the game. RBI double back in the 3rd. And he'll ground out to Duffy. We throw over to Scott for out number 1. Score that one at 6-3. So Al Oliver up now, 1 for 2 with a double. Another range check on Duffy, not good. He's already got 1 error today. He's able to get in front of it. Oh, and he's going to commit his 2nd error of the day. Definitely a liability out in the field. So Oliver will reach on the error by Duffy. So that'll bring up Zisk. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. And he's going to hit one to Duffy. Lines out for out number 2. More scores there. Baltimore still over Minnesota 3-0. Milwaukee 5-0 over Kansas City. Yankees 3-0 over Chicago. Reggie Jackson has hit his 21st home run for New York. Toronto had a California 4-2. Cleveland edging Oakland 1-0. And Seattle's on top of Detroit now 3-1. Stinson hitting his 7th home run for Seattle. So 2 outs and Oliver at first for Hargrove. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. And he'll go down swinging for out number 3. So after 5.5, still 1-0 Texas. Duffy up now. He's a strikeout victim his first time up. See if he can atone for his errors. And he cannot as he grounds to 3rd. Error up with it over to Hargrove for out number 1. Remy up now. He's 1 for 2, single back in the 3rd. And he'll draw a walk here with 1 down in here in the 6th. I think I may go for the hit and run here. Brohammer is at 230. He's hitting 281 in the season, but .234 hitter. I think the hit and run percentage is like .250, so we're going to actually go for the hit and run here. See if we can generate a little offense here. So he'll get a good pitch to hit here. And he lays off of it and draws the walk. So that'll put runners on first and second for Rice, who's lined out twice today. Definitely due. Oh, that's not going to be good. It's going to be off of Jenkins' 6th column. So range check on Hargrove. 1-4 will be a hit. He's a 3 range. Oh, just misses the air. As he's able to handle it. Takes it to the bag himself for out number 2 as Remy and Brohammer both move up. So a single could give the Red Sox the lead. As Yastrzemski comes up. He's grounded out twice today. Steps into the box. Jenkins looks in for the sign from Sundberg. Here's the windup in the pitch. Oh, and Yastrzemski will take one for strike 3. So the Red Sox unable to score. And still trailed by a score of 1-0 headed into the 7th. So for Texas, they'll have the bottom third of the order: O'Hara, Willis, and Campaneris up against Torrez. It's going to be off the 4 column, and that'll be a pop-up to Duffy. Calls for it, and makes the catch for out number 1. So Will's up now 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll get his first hit just past Duffy. Oops. Their screensaver goes again. Alright, so 1 down for Campaneris. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And it looks like Wills is unable to get a good lead against Torrez. Oh, looks like he is going to try to steal, though. Let's see, 80% chance and 8% catcher error. Yeah, we'll throw for him. Why not? Ah, there goes that. There's that 8% error chance. As Fisk throws it into the outfield. 3rd error for the Red Sox tonight. So that'll put another runner 90 feet away from scoring. Infield's forced to play in now. Getting late in the game here. So Campaneris 0 for 2 on the day. Still up. And he's going to go. Oh, they're going to try a squeeze here. Looks like they're going to be successful on the squeeze because 80% chance we're going to get the shore out. As Willis comes in to score on the squeeze play. So Campaneris with a successful squeeze. Puts Texas up now 2-0. So the Red Sox in danger of losing their first game in 8 games and snapping their 7-game winning streak. Bring up Bonds, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Oh, and Bonds is going to hit one to left, so that'll be a single. Action in the Red Sox pen. And Torres will get Benitez, who's 2 for 3 on the day, looking for out number 3. So Texas tacks on another run and now leads it 2-0. Check out today's trivia question. Nickname Iron Man. It's Ripken, isn't it? So, lock in your answers. Mr. Brody and Miss Mags bringing the trivia question today. So, alright, so Cal Ripken. I'll be specific on that one. Let's check it out. No, Joe McGinnity. So Joe McGinnity is the Iron Man. I thought that was Cal Ripken. Anyway. Thank you for that trivia question, Mr. Brody and Miss Mags. As the Red Sox down by 2 now, heading into the bottom of the 7th. So Fisk is grounded out twice today. Jenkins back on the hill, up to 90 pitches and through 6 innings. If the Red Sox can get to him here, ooh, this isn't going to be good. 6th column will be a fly ball to Benitez in center. Towering fly ball. Benitez will sprint over and make the catch. So that'll bring up Lynn with 1 down here in the Red Sox 7th. He's 1 for 2 with a double. And he'll line up to Wills for out number 2. That'll bring up George Scott, who's 0 for 2. Struck out in the 2nd and flew out in the 5th. And he'll strike out looking for the 2nd time today. So that'll do it for the Red Sox in the 7th. So headed to the 8th, they trail by 2. Torrez will at least begin the 8th inning. He'll face Sundberg, Oliver, and Zisk, the heart of the order. Sundberg 1 for 3 on the day, has an RBI double back in the 3rd. And this time he'll ground out to Remy for out number 1. So Al Oliver up now. He doubled in the 1st and reached on an error in the 6th. And this time he'll ground out to Torrez in the 8th. So Zisk up now. 0 for 2 with a walk. And he'll fly out to Lynn to retire the side. So time running up for the Red Sox as they trail by 2. And a quote from Yogi Berra, 90% of the game is half mental. So Minnesota edging Baltimore 4-3. May has hit his 10th home run for Baltimore as they pulled ahead. Milwaukee now way ahead of Kansas City 7-0. Yankees still lead the White Sox by a score of 3-0. Toronto on top of California 4-2. And Cleveland blanking Oakland 3-0. Oh, also another score here. Detroit has hopped ahead of Seattle net 5-3. So Evans up now. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Jenkins back out there. And Evans is going to have a good pitch to hit here. And he's going to hit this one a long way into the netting over the Green Monster. And the Red Sox are on board. So Evans has the Texas lead now. They just won. So that'll bring up Duffy 0 for 2 on the day. And that's going to be it. No, actually, Billy Hunter is going to let Jenkins stay in there to pitch to Duffy. And a good call as he strikes him out for out number 1. So that'll bring up top of the order Remy. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. And he'll ground out to Hargrove. Fires over to Jenkins for out number 2. So that'll bring up Brohammer. Brohammer is 0 for 2 with a walk. And he'll ground out to Wills. And that'll retire the side. The Red Sox do get 1 on the solo homer by Evans and trail it now 2-1 going into the 9th. And I want to see if Burleson is available to come in and play some defense. Oops, wrong team. He is not available. So he must be out with on the DL. So both. Looks like Hobson and Burleson are out on the DL. Not sure how long. Hopefully not too long. Gary Hancock. I don't think he's much though. 25. What can he play? Center field, left field. He's an outfielder. Not really any good infielders in there. Oof, we're hurting as far as our infield goes. So looks like we're gonna have to leave Duffy in there. No good defensive replacement for him. Alrighty, so we head to the 9th. It'll be Hargrove, Hara, and Wills. Torrez will start the 9th. Hargrove's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he'll walk once again. Corners are playing in now for Hara. He's probably going to bunt, so I think we'll let Torrez pitch to him. And count goes to 1 and 2. Let's see if they have the bunt play on. And he'll get a pitch date here as the bunt got taken off. Oh. And he'll hit one out on the 1-2 count. As Hara hits a 2-run homer. Now a 4-1 lead, so that'll be it for Torrez. Zimmer probably left him in one batter too long. Alright, so let's see. Who are we going to bring in now? Now is the question. Who do we bring in? I think we're going to bring in Campbell. Because Wills is a switch hitter, so that'll keep him batting lefty. And Campbell is better against the lefty, so that'll be our advantage on that, I think. So corners are playing in against Wills with nobody out. Texas now up by 3. And he strikes out for out number 1. So that'll be up Campaneris, who's 0 for 2 with an RBI. And dribbles one out in front of the plate. Just got with it over to first, and Campaneris will beat it out. So Campaneris with the infield single. Brings up Bonds 1 for 4 on the day. And he's going to draw a walk. So that'll put runners on first and second for Beniquez, and that's going to be it for Campbell, as he's unable to get through the lineup. Oops. Oh, no, I was right. Beniquez 2 for 4. I guess we'll bring in Stanley. Don't really want to, but alright, so Stanley comes in now. Stanley 3.59 ERA, record of 2-2, 13 saves, 68 innings pitched, 76 hits allowed, 16 walks, and 22 strikeouts. So definitely performing below his numbers of 1978 by quite a bit. And he continues his horrible year. And that should at least score 1. Yep, Campaneris comes around the score, now a 5-1 lead. So it'll put runners at the corners with still only 1 out for Sundberg, who's 1 for 4 with a double. And Beniquez is going to try to steal. Delayed steal of home. I don't think I've ever hit this one before. I think I'm going to hold on to it, though. So I'm going to hold on to it. So Bonds will hold at third. These runners are kind of meaningless now, so trying to keep a runner from scoring is our best bet here. So I think we're going to intentionally walk. Yeah, I'm going to intentionally walk Sundberg. So that'll load the bases for Oliver, and we're going to take out take out Stanley now and bring in Bergmeyer, as the Red Sox bullpen has imploded. or not just the bullpen. Torrez was definitely left in, but as you can see, our bullpen is not that reliable, so I wanted to try to get as much as I could out of Torrez. Fortunately, one batter too many, but who knows what the bullpen might have done. So that bases loaded now with one out for Oliver, as we're going to play the infield end. Alright, infield playing in for Oliver. Bergmeyer looks in for the sign from Fisk. Here's the windup in the pitch. Bergmeyer with a 5.06 ERA, a record of 1-1. And that'll be a ground ball to Scott. Throws home. And nails Bonds trying to come home. So bases reloaded now with 2 down. For Zisk. 0 for 3 with a walk. As this one hits over Lynn's head. And that'll bring at least 2 more runs home. And why not? Let's throw see if we can cut it off, and that won't work. So all 3 runners come home, and Texas is now blowing it out with a 6th spot here in the 9th to lead it 8-1. So a close game up through 8 gets blown wide open here in the 9th. Red Sox bullpen coughs up a bunch. Now 4 runs charged to the Red Sox bullpen after Torrez gave up 2. And this inning will mercifully be over as Hargrove flies out to Lynn. Got the damage done as Texas takes an 8-1 lead going to the bottom of the 9th, and Fergie Jenkins will try to finish it out with a complete game. So Rice to lead it off, 0 for 3 on the day. That's appropriate, as when it rains it pours. So let's see if Rice can at least get a home run here and add to his home run total. And he will. So if the Red Sox would have had a clean inning, that would have tied it up, but fortunately it does not. But Rice hits his 27th home run of the year. So a little silver lining to this game, as the Red Sox winning streak will most likely come to an end. So, but we'll see. Still 3 outs left. So Yastrzemski up now. He's 0 for 3. Barring an epic comeback, I should say. And hey, who knows? Yastrzemski gets a single here. So that'll bring up Fisk, 0 for 3 on the day. Oh, and he's going to get a good one to hit here. And he's going to draw a walk. So, who knows? Maybe they have it in them today. We'll see. So Fred Lynn up now, 1 for 3 with a double. Runners on first and second and nobody out. Jenkins still in there. And nope, that's going to be it, as Reggie Cleveland's going to come in, the ex-Red Sox. As you can see, he started the season with the Red Sox. That's why he's got the Red Sox uniform on there. Now on Texas. See if he can help out the Red Sox, as he used to be in the Red Sox bullpen. Come on, help us out. So Cleveland is 2-1 on the season, though. He's having a good year, though. 5 saves. 1.96 ERA. 37 innings pitched. 33 hits allowed. I think he was with the Red Sox early this year. I think he might have been for the first, week or 2, but I could be wrong. This could be a picture from 77, but we'll see. Something tells you that he did start the season with the Red Sox, but perhaps not. So let's see, as Lynn's gonna... Ooh, this would be nice. He could get something going here. No. So ground out to Hara as they get the middle runner. So 1 out now in the Red Sox 9th. The runners at the corners. And do we pinch now? We don't have much of a bench, so Scott will hit for himself off the 6th column. And He'll fly out to Benitez. As Yastrzemski will most likely hold, I would think. Yep. So Red Sox down to their last out with Evans. He homered his last time up, 1 for 3 on the day. And he'll line up to Campaneris, and that'll do it for the Red Sox. The Red Sox fall to the Rangers by a score of 8-2 after Texas was able to put up a 6 spot in the 9th and blow the game open. So the Red Sox 7-game winning streak is over. And they did lose this game in actuality. By a score of, I think it was 4-3. Yeah, they lost 4-3. So just like in the actual game, Jenkins gets the win. He is now 11-4 in the season. He would be 9-4 on the actual season. Torrez with the loss is now 11-3, 11-5 on the actual season. So Jenkins with the win, 8 innings pitched, 5 hits, pitched well, 2 runs, both of them earned, 3 walks and 6 strikeouts, 2 homers allowed. Torrez with the loss, I said 11-3, 8 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, pitched well up until the 9th inning. 7 hits allowed, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. For the Rangers offense, Benitez was 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Tim Sundberg 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Zisk 1 for 4 with 3 runs batted in. Hera 1 for 4 with a run scored and 2 runs batted in. Wills 1 for 4 with a run scored. Campaneris 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. The Red Sox, not much offense there. Jim Rice was 1 for 4 with a solo home run in the 9th, but by then it was too late. And Dwight Evans also with a solo home run, so both Red Sox runs via the solo homer. Red Sox managed just 5 hits off Jenkins. And in actuality, Reggie Cleveland got the save, but it was not a save opportunity. So the Red Sox with the loss fall to 52-33. Rangers 48-37. Let's take a look at the box score. The standings. So let's see here. Now Milwaukee is now tied with the Red Sox with the loss. As Milwaukee wins and Red Sox lose. Yeah, Milwaukee has won 2 in a row now. So they're tied at 52-33, even records. The Yankees just 2.5 games behind. The Yankees ended up winning. They won 4 in a row. Something's tightening up in the AL East. Texas now with the win is a half game ahead of Kansas City in the West, and ahead of California by 1.5. So let's check out tomorrow's pitching matchups. Saturday, July 15th. Red Sox try to start another winning streak. Good Milwaukee loss, that's good. And the Yankees won though. And actually, it's kind of a strange schedule. They're actually only had a 2-game series with Texas and now going to Minnesota for a week, just a Saturday and Sunday series, it looks like. Yeah, so kind of a weird schedule as they play Thursday and Friday at Texas and now Saturday and Sunday. At least Saturday and Sunday, maybe Monday, with Minnesota as Jackson. I think that's Darren Jackson. Can't remember. I won't be able to see there. Goes up against Bill the Spaceman Lee. And ooh, Bob Bailey's in the lineup. Yay. And Frank Duffy. So Burleson and Hobson's still going to be out for the Red Sox. So anyway, thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and we'll see you in the next 1978 Red Sox replay. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.